Welcome back to another informative and exciting episode of POTCAST where we cover everything cannabis and hemp. If you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, please do so, as this will help us sustain our channel. And remember to cannabis responsibly at all times. Welcome to another episode of POTCAST. I'm sitting here with a fellow gentleman from media in the cannabis industry, but I shall let him introduce himself. Please introduce yourself.
Hi there everyone, this is JC here from Scapeco Magazine. I think you've seen my face on Instagram everywhere there. Yeah.
Also you missed that popularity.
No, I hope not.
Okay, so the reason why I have you is because you just brought something to me that made my day. Hemp seeds, right?
Yes.
And you say that these seeds have been tested and approved and they can actually survive within the South African climate. Nothing will be a problem because the people that
Cannafields, that's correct, yeah.
Have tested them and stuff like that. But
yeah,
they are working with SAPRA. And like I told you, as far as we know, hemp is obviously agriculture.
Right.
So why is it that they're working with SAPRA and not with Department of Agriculture?
To be honest, they have been working with Department of Agriculture as well.
Okay.
It's just that it seems like there's a lot of politics that has been involved in it. There's a lot of politics that's been involved in it. So Cannafields has been doing phenomenal work.
Yeah.
They've been running their business for over 3 years now.
Yeah.
And this seed that they bought was originally from Oregon in the USA.
Okay.
So they have all the seed registration certificates and everything like that, germination reports, the potency testing and everything like that. Everything's above board. And they've been cultivating this for the past 3 years. And the only reason why they were cultivating this
Yes.
is to do some research and experimentation on their livestock.
Okay.
They have a cattle ranch up in Bella Bella, of about
In Bella Bella?
this ranch is massive. I think it's about 10 square kilometers or something like that. They have 1,800 bulls on site there.
Yes.
So their breeding is not for slaughter. It's breeding for the male bulls to become so strong that they sell it over to other farmers that can breed and keep with that lineage. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
And they were feeding this hemp to those bulls, and they found that the results were amazing. I mean, the bulls were healthier. They didn't require antibiotics, no steroids, no growth hormones. It's just overall just amazing results.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, there seemed to be a lot of politics there that became involved with the Department of Agriculture that they're fighting with at the moment. But yeah, I can say guaranteed these seeds will work and these plants will grow in our climate.
They are legal.
They are legal.
100% sure.
100%.
You are sure. You are putting scape.co on the line here. You are sure these are 100% legal.
Listen, so this is industrial grade hemp seeds.
Yes.
Let's just get that out of the way.
Yes.
They are very high in CBD contents per gram. They are very high in percentage of CBD and very low on the THC percentage.
Yeah.
Now we know this has become a problem in our South African climates, is that when you grow hemp in our climates, it automatically brings up the THC to a level that becomes unacceptable in hemp cultivation.
Yeah.
But these don't. These have become acclimated to our climate, and I can guarantee that they are high CBD, low THC, exactly what a farmer or agriculturist would require.
And they are recognized.
Recognized.
I'm sure you keep seeing that. I'm trying to make it clear to the viewers that this is not illegal. Because it's mind-blowing, honestly, because we've been looking for seeds, as Brother Bless has told you, I'm sure.
Yes.
And we were told by Department of Agriculture that Netherlands, Germany, and France, those are the 3 countries that we can actually obtain the hemp seeds from because of the climate. It's very sad that you guys have had to go that far with the Department of Agriculture, to be honest with you, because the thing is that when you do buy those seeds, and you're going to buy them at exorbitant costs, like seriously, you're going to pay no less than 8 rand a seed. That's like guaranteed, besides the import costs and the customs costs and everything like that. At the end of the day, you're going to be paying like 12 rand a seed, which is a ridiculous amount of money. Yeah.
And the thing is that even when you do get the seed in and you start cultivating, it's going to take 3 years for those plants to become acclimated to our climate, which is a very sad fact. And that's a guaranteed fact of what exactly is going to happen.
Exactly.
So it's going to take you guys 3 years of you cultivating these plants before they become F1s, you know. But these here have been here. It's just that the guy the guy that's been cultivating these plants has obviously now got into a situation with the department of, or whatever the case may be, where now his licenses were revoked and everything like that. I'm not going to get into too much of it because,
just so sad.
But that's exactly what happened. But now we're trying to now put this out in the market at ridiculously low prices. I mean, you can pay up to you can the best price on these seeds at the moment that you can buy them for is 8 cents a seed, which is a ridiculously low amount. But we want to get it out there as much as possible, especially to the farmers, the agriculturists, everyone, and tell them, you know what?
Can I get that one, brother?
We want to tell all the farmers, you know what? Start growing these plants now and prepare yourself for the manufacturing processes that are going to come in the future.
Of course.
Start growing it now, getting it acclimated to all the other provinces, everything like that, and get ready for the manufacturing processes that are going to come to South Africa. That's what we're telling them.
And you know, look, I'm very big on growing the communities and empowering people because I know what the industrial scene can do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm involved in several projects that are community based on hemp. So I keep talking about the legalities of it. You said that the gentleman is no longer with agriculture and his licenses were revoked and stuff like that. But is he still working with SAPRA? Because I remember you did mention that SAPRA now is assisting him. Can you explain if you are able to speak on that?
I don't know the details, to be honest with you. What I do know is that yes, his license was revoked and everything like that.
Yeah. What was the reason?
You know, I suspect that they saw that his results were so successful that they pulled back and said, you know what, this is something that we can actually do for ourselves instead of this guy doing it for us.
Yeah.
That's what I suspect happened.
Oh.
So I'm not too sure.
Okay, but SAPRA is working with him.
Yeah, let's hope that everything gets sorted out, because when this all started, when the whole hemp things actually started, where everyone is starting to look at the hemp side of things and whether it can be an agricultural cash crop, they approached him and asked him to provide them with guidelines and assistance for the legislation, for regulation, everything. So he gave them the guidance that they required, and then they revoked his license.
Imagine.
So
our government, guys, another load shedding.
Another load shedding. That's
disaster. Oh my goodness. No, but this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's not as expensive as one acquiring them from Europe. I mean, and it's right here.
It's right here. It's at home.
And it's
readily
been
available
grown for 3 years, so that means that the climate already.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
The guy who actually runs the plantation there out of so the actual plantation is out in Hartbeespoort and Eastern Cape. There's 2 plantations at the moment.
Yes.
So he runs the one in Hartbeespoort, and he said to me, and he's been a vegetable farmer for the past 20-25 years. So he's planted everything from tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, everything like that for 20 years. And he said he's never come across a plant that is as intelligent as cannabis can be.
Yeah.
He says that he's never come across a plant that is as intelligent as cannabis can be.
Yeah.
He said to me, it's so easy to plant. He was treating it like a weed, like any other weed out there. But this weed outgrows any other weed.
Of course it does.
So he was planting it and letting weeds grow with it.
Yeah.
So that those other weeds, those cuck weeds that were growing around with, were supporting the cannabis plants, right?
Yeah.
And then the cannabis plant shot up and was, like mind blowing. But now 2 to 3 meters tall. These plants were huge. And he said he's never come across anything that grows as easily as cannabis does anywhere else in the world.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, like I am very impressed. I'm obviously going to get my lab guys to test this. Not that I don't believe you.
No, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
I'm gonna get my lab guys to test these seeds. And obviously, before we're already pushing because we're doing this episode.
Do it.
But before we present it to the clients that we're working with in terms of the hemp project, We just need our lab guys to give it that stamp of approval.
Yeah.
And also try and understand what's going on in terms of the legalities, because we don't want this gentleman to be in trouble or our client to be in trouble or us to be in trouble. But, dude, this is awesome, man. This is like the best thing that has ever happened to South Africa in a very long time. This is the cure to load shedding.
This is the cure.
But,
This is
but you know, there's a possibility. I know for a whole lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
excellent.
It's amazing how the media people are the ones that are really focusing on so many other things.
No, because we see what's happening in the market. We see all the sad stories,
Yeah.
you know, of people's businesses just been like, you know, not like literally taken down, but and they're becoming despondent right now because it's like so demoralizing about
so true.
everything that's happening right now.
That is so true.
So it's time for us media people now to stand up and see the good that's actually happening and start taking a stand to all the negative stuff that's going around.
Exactly, and not just filming or writing about it.
No, actually being part of it,
Yeah.
definitely. Like
Yeah.
seriously, like the cannabis is amazing in terms of what it can do. Obviously for the economy, for jobs, for people to actually live a good livelihood. At the end of the day, like seriously, guys, like honestly, that's what we are trying to do in the media space. Not just try and report on anything good or bad that's happening.
Yeah.
We want to make a difference.
We do want to make it. That's so true. But like I said, guys, we're going to be testing. We'll keep you guys updated as to what our lab guys said and what Department of Agriculture and SAPRA had to say. But other than that, I'm a very happy woman. Like this just made my year. It really did. And on that note, please do remember to cannabis responsibly at all times. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and share buttons below. We would also appreciate your comments. And remember to cannabis responsibly at all times.